Hi and welcome back to Law of Attraction Changed My Life. This is part 2 of the Q&A that I started last week. It's really long, so it is 2 videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again next Friday. Create Happy Thoughts asks, best ways to manifest money and stay debt free. Would love to hear your thoughts. The problem is in your question, the fact that you have said debt free. Debt really shouldn't be in your vocabulary at all. In terms of law of attraction, you're not supposed to say things. So if you say, I really don't want to be ill, you're saying the word ill. So you pretty much are saying you want to be ill. You say, I want to feel healthy. So with saying that you want to stay debt free indicates to me that debt is quite a big thing in your life and that it's really present. In another sense, what I meant by that as well was debt shouldn't be in your vocabulary. I do not come from a rich family. I didn't get a degree. I hadn't ever been to university. I came from a single parent family and I have never, ever been in debt apart from my mortgage, which I don't consider really a debt. It's just not an option for me. It's quite literally not in my vocabulary. I've never had a credit card. If I can't afford something, I don't buy it. And I actually have a great quality of life. I've travelled a lot. I own my own flat now. I've done a lot of things, and that's all without getting myself into debt. I truly believe that that is a way of thinking, and I have my very, very tight mother to thank for that. Debt is something that a lot of people ask me about, and if you'd like to see a video on that, let me know, because I'd love to elaborate a lot more. I know I did a video on money before, and I will link that in the description box below if you want to watch that, but I have a very, very healthy relationship to money. A lot of people hate the lack of money, and I really don't. I love money. I don't fear it, or it doesn't make me anxious. I don't fear a lack of it. I have a really good relationship with it, and that's pretty much. I can do a whole video on that if you want. Just let me know if you want me to. Oh, I forgot another point I wanted to make. If you really truly want to become debt free, make that your number one 100% priority and enjoy it. Enjoy the process of becoming financially secure and having financial freedom. Enjoy the hard work. Enjoy the planning of it. Don't see it as a laborious, horrible task to do. See it as something to be enjoyed. What can I do extra to make money? What can I do to save money? And make it your mission, make it your passion. Does that help you? Let me know. Theta Gamma Luna asks, are you from a sorority? How can I manifest long-lasting love without getting hung up on it or obsessing over it? I'm not the best person to ask about this because I obsessed over one man for 3 years, but I'm married to him now, so it's all cool. Are you talking about a relationship that you're already in? Are you worried that it won't last very long? Are you worried that you're going to break up and you want it to last forever? The only thing I'd say is that we don't always know what is best for us. We're not like a divine, light. We don't know what is meant for all of us. And it might be that, you want everlasting love, but imagine if you had everlasting love with your first boyfriend. My first boyfriend was a boy that was so fat, he was called Piesy, and he even had a personalised number plate that said Piesy with Go Faster stripes down the side. He's a lovely boy, but do you know what I mean? Like, did you want to marry your first boyfriend? Sorry for anyone that married their first boyfriends, it might be lovely, but for me, no thanks. So although even now I feel like I might be in the perfect relationship and I want this love to last forever, if it's not meant to be, it's just not, and there's probably something 10 times better around the corner. There's obviously things you can do to ensure it. You can visualise you and your partner growing old together, and you can do things as well to make sure that your relationship stays strong. One book I would highly recommend is The 5 Languages of Love. It is really, really great. But yeah, I hope that answers it. I didn't know if your question wasn't vague, but maybe my answer was vague, but I didn't know which way you meant it. But anyway, I hope that answers it. This is Navia. Sorry, these comment images are driving me fucking crazy, so I haven't got any more. Asks, how can I manifest a slim body? I wish I knew. I tried hard many times but was unable to cling to the process. Please can you give me some suggestions? The thing about positive body image and everything else, and everything to do with the law of attraction, is the way that you look at yourself and the way that you look at it. I wasn't going to film this today because I'll be honest, normally when I film a video, I've had a spray tan, I've got my hair extensions in, I've had them taken out now and I'm probably not going to have them in for about a month or so. I have my hair extensions in, I usually have false eyelashes on, and I'm living the dream. And today I'm fat, pregnant, spotty, my hair looks like shit, I've not washed it in 5 days, and I really just thought, no, I can't do this, I'm going to look like shit. But actually I thought, no, Fran, you don't look like shit, and I'm going to stop saying that I look like shit, because I don't. The reality is, this is me, like this is my face, this is my skin tone. I put some makeup on, put some mascara on, felt better about myself, put my hair in a top knot, and boom, bitches, this is it. And actually just having that shift of focus of not thinking like, oh, it's not perfect, it's good enough. Anyway, I'm really getting off topic here, but my point to do with having a slim body, number one is to visualize. Visualization is my number one tool for law of attraction. I think it's really, really positive. Also, that goes with that, look in the mirror every single day and pick out 5 things that you absolutely love about your body. Focusing on the things that you do love increases your gratitude for your body and will increase its health, its everything to do with it, your appreciation for it and all that jazz. I don't have words today, I'm sorry, I just feel really like, oh God, I feel crazy. If you look in the mirror and genuinely can't see one thing that you're thankful for, that's when you need to turn your attention to the health of your body and be grateful for that. If you're not paralysed, be so grateful that you can move your arms and legs and you have motor skills and all that. Turn your attention to what you are grateful for, and we all have something to be grateful for with our bodies. Also, take inspired action. The law of attraction does give us inspired action, and you might start thinking, oh, I do love my body actually, and I am grateful that I have perfect fitness, I have perfect abilities, I'm able to move my body the way I want to. Maybe I should start taking badminton lessons or horse riding or something like that. That is an inspired action. Take it, go and do it. Be healthy, love your life, and yeah, create happy thoughts. This is your second question. I've often heard people say that you should keep your goals and wishes a secret until they manifest. Do you agree? Yes, I really, really do. Sometimes I share my goals with people and I find that the pressure is way, way, way too much. And then as soon as things don't start moving, you get really pressurized and you start to have negative thoughts because you're like, oh my God, it's not happening and everyone's gonna know like that it's not happening. Whereas if you haven't told anybody, those negative thoughts don't creep in until much, much later. So it gives you a lot more breathing room for things to continue to happen. Having said that, I do think it's really good to share your goals and actually say them out loud, write them down, whatever it is, on the internet is a really good example, or in a diary. You can always write your goals and your manifestations and all that kind of stuff in the comments here or over on my Instagram or my Twitter, whatever you want, because people that you know aren't really likely to see them here in my comments, right? So we can all share them amongst each other, and I find that's really beneficial. But in terms of telling people that you know, I agree, keep that shit secret. Mimosa Basu, is that your real name? I really hope it is. Mimosa Basu asks, the law of attraction applies to attracting both negative and positive. Yeah, you're right, depending on your state of mind. But at times I'm super positive and think and behave as per my thoughts. But other times I keep pondering over the absence of something that I want to attract, that it gets really hard to practice the law of attraction. We've all been there. How does one attract what they want when thoughts of the present life without that thing keeps playing on your mind? Am I making sense? Yes. It's like I want to attract my soulmate and become rich, don't we all? But it's hard to fight the loneliness and absence of money right now. Mimosa. How do you train yourself to think positive when you're in a rough patch? I totally get where you're coming from, and trust me, there have been times when I've been living a really positive, law of attraction filled life in every area of my life, except for the area that needs it the most. And sometimes it's most painful to turn your attention to that area that needs it, whether it's your love life, your career, your health, whatever it is. You kind of focus on everything else except that, you know, like you'll look anywhere where you need to look. And that's totally natural. I think that all of us have done that. What I would say is you need to confront it straight on. It is okay to have a period of time that's really low in that area, and you can mourn the fact that you don't have a partner or that you don't have
the money or whatever it is. But then you need to have a cutoff point for that and be like, right, today is the day that I change it. Sometimes confronting this is the most painful thing of all. So I was working in this job that was it's pretty much wasting my life, but I just had real fears over admitting that I didn't want to work there. Like, I used to tell everyone how much I loved it. I was like, oh my god, I get paid to do nothing. I just sit there all day. And yeah, it's boring, but like, it's so amazing. Where else would I find a job like that? When in reality, I had such low confidence and self-esteem because basically my job was, I wasn't trusted with anything. Like, I did nothing. I had nothing to talk about because my job wasn't interesting or exciting. I wanted nothing more than to work for myself and work in a creative field, and it was destroying me. And it took me a long time to actually admit that I didn't want that job anymore, and the second that I did was the second that everything changed. But you just need to admit what it is that you really, really want, or what's really, really wrong in your life to begin with. But it sounds like you have, and that's that you need more money and loneliness because you need to find your soulmate. That's great that you've identified the things that you need. The 3 things I would do is, number 1, focus on what it is that you want. Focus on one goal at a time. I truly believe that if you try and have too many goals or too many affirmations, it messes everything up. Just focus on one thing that you want and really apply yourself to that. Step 2, I would visualize. I find visualization with music is the most important thing you can do with the law of attraction. And step 3 is positive action. Now, this is something that I've found in more recent years is actually super, super beneficial. Positive action can be things like, okay, so you want to find a soulmate. Start clearing out your apartment. Start getting rid of clothes that you don't need. Get rid of shoes you don't need. Tidy up all your papers. Get ready for that person to come into your life. If you feel like you need to lose some weight or get fit because you want to meet somebody who is also fit or into fitness or whatever, start getting ready. When you put on your trainers to go for a run or go to the gym, don't just think, oh, I'm going to the gym. Think, God, I've only got a couple of weeks until I meet my soulmate, so bloody hell, I better get on it. I need to get on the road. And that is what I mean by positive action. Actually physically doing things. I find cleaning, clearing out and exercise are fantastic ways of preparing myself for new things to come into my life. I did that with my baby. I cleared out my wardrobe because I wanted to have space for the baby's clothes, because here in London we've only got 2 bedrooms and me and my husband can't share a wardrobe. So me and the baby are going to share a wardrobe. But yeah, I'm going to do an entire video on positive action because I think it's something that I've made up. I haven't read about it in any law of attraction books. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might have done. But I actually truly believe it's really, really great to help you reach your goals. So I hope that helps, and I really am sad to hear that you're feeling lonely. That's something that is horrible, and I hope that you know that we're all here, and I know that I'm talking to you through a camera, but we're here, and if you want to comment and talk, then just let me know.
Can you bloody believe it? It doesn't even fit into 2 videos. So I'm going to make a 3rd one. I probably won't wait until next Friday. I'll just do it during the week or whatever. With the final 2 questions, because I did answer you all, so I think I should just do it. Anyway, sorry for rambling on. I'm blaming the pregnancy. I don't even have words these days. But I will see you again for another Law of Attraction video next Friday. See you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.